siamo fra.
Hey guys, on today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we take a look behind the scenes at the movie Dream from world-famous director Spike Lee. We also help you make the most of My Career experience and give you the rundown of all things new in Minecraft. Tune in now. Hey guys, on today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we take a look behind the scenes at the of living the dream and get some insight from world-famous director Spike Lee. We also help you make the most out of your My Career experience and
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. The action tonight out in New York as the Knicks play against the Detroit Pistons. And guys, for the Pistons, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And with a little bit of time here before tip-off, I'll kick off a topic. Defense, as we know, a key to winning basketball. Kenny, talk about the hallmarks of a great defensive team.
Well, first there has to be an anchor in the back. And if you have an anchor in the back, denying those open lanes because you
All eyes are on the Eastern Conference in this game as the New York Knicks play this one at home. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific Flalo comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And Freak subbed in for Aaron Brooks. And Detroit with a change here, too. Ilyasova's checked in. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Jennings runs the point with Jackson flanking him. Andre Drummond is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Johnson in at the 3 side. Great open look there. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Knicks trail by 10. Hayes with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in Oakland. The kick out to Aflalo, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Freak? 10th in rebounding, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
Boy, he's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the full 48 minutes. Glass eater.
The Knicks making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Detroit also making some changes. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Andre Drummond. Morris comes in for Johnson. And it's Jody Meeks in for Jackson. Just 2 to shoot. Taken away by Anthony. Here's Hayes. Wow, way off on that one.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Stan Van Gundy.
Yes, he's looking at how they can establish an edge in this one. He's looking for them to lock things down on the interior first and foremost. He said our shot blocking is something that can really help us if we just play smart and avoid fouls. We want them shooting over length, and that's one thing my guys do bring to the table. A sound strategy, Kevin.
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
You know, sounds like they'd like to keep this a low-scoring affair. This could be one of those grind-it-out kind of games.
And I'm sure that would suit them just fine. It may not be what the fans want to see or hear, but a win is a win. Come on now. A W is a W, and that's what you're playing for.
Boozer. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up.
From 12 feet out, Williams, the defense. There's a good screen. Got a piece of it. And Amir Johnson re-signed in Toronto.
You know, it's inspirational.
You can never take a butt tonight. Me and my sister got money.
Learn how passionate, Clark, the fans in Toronto can be.
You know, Kevin, that's so...
New group in for the Knicks. Zinkus, he's checked in for Smith. Anthony comes in for Wright. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Freak subbed in for
geez.
And it's Jennings in for Reggie Jackson. On the court for the Pistons, Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Marcus Morris is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. Now here's Hayes. He's guarded by Jennings. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stance for the Pistons.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Derek Williams checked in for New York. Boozer, he's checked in for the Pistons. The pass to Morris. Puts it up from 12, and there's Carlos Boozer on the assist by Morris. And the Pistons lead by 12.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
From about 16,
I didn't even try to do that. I did not try to do that.
Glass, but it's no
I tried
good.
to pass it, but
They've
it's not
shown
the
some
same.
strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
There's Jennings with the 3, and he gets it to go. Jennings has got 12.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
Pick by Williams. The tray. Hayes, no good.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke,
One shot,
all
one
with
take.
a plot.
Morris outside. There's the three. It's rebounded by New York. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of beat is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
It's deflected. 44 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now here's Hayes. Defense is right there. Fires at the elbow. It's good, and the Houston lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Porzingis.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him. Because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
Boozer dishes to Meeks. Pistons passing it around. Just his first attempt. Ilyasova can't hit. Here's Hayes. And released it in time. But it's
What are
off
you
the
doing?
mark.
What's it
And
down?
that does it for the first half of play.
Go sit down.
The second half just about to get going here.
Well, Brandon Jennings has been getting it done. He has 12 points, and some of his offense coming at the foul line with 5 points there.
Clark, 5 pretty big points indeed.
I don't want my connection.
What?
I don't want my connection on YouTube. I'm trying to see. Can't fix it.